Hey guys, welcome to my Mazda RX8 channel, and my name is Serge, and in today's video I'm trying to get my Mazda RX8 started. So like I said in the previous video guys, I will try to do a proper D-flat procedure, except I could not wait and my phone was actually dead, getting charged over there inside, and this is why I decided to go ahead and just make it on another day, whatever. But anyways, I still did not have patience. It's literally like 3 o'clock in the morning right now, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna go, and I don't care my phone is dead, but I'm gonna go try to perform a D-flat procedure and try to get this car started. So the car did start, but it sputtered out and died. Let's see what's gonna happen. Okay, so it does not want to start right now. But anyways, let me try to just begin with a D-flat procedure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. By the way, the belt shredded. It's done. As soon as it started, it shredded the belt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is what I've been doing, just with every time I'm counting, I got my foot on the gas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm not letting the starter rest, but that's what I've been doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll do it about 2 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna go give 200 amps just in case. I had it on 40 charging. I want to get all the juice I could get. So last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I'm letting it go. So now I gotta idle it till it takes over. It hasn't been starting so long. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it probably forgot its fuel trims. I definitely see some smoke around me. So I'm gonna just try to keep this thing idling. I felt so bad, guys, that I started this thing without recording, but I couldn't do anything. My phone was like really dead because I was recording for a while, and I already had the full day of fun with my family. So it's surprising to me that the phone lasted this long. It is an iPhone 12 Pro Max, so they do have a longer battery life still. So I'm idling it right now. Yeah, all that smoke. Idling it above 3,000 RPMs. The fuel gauge seems to be working. It's showing that it's almost on full. I do have the temperature gauge showing that it's a little bit less than center. My oil gauge is showing me more than half. It's almost kind of like a 3/4 mark full of oil. Battery light is on because there is no belt rotating the alternator. Even if it was, that alternator is not rotating. I gotta get that alternator unstuck. Check engine light is on. Most likely that's due to the crankshaft position sensor. I don't really, I guess, don't need to keep the clutch still on, but I had it on. But anyways, let's try to rev it a little bit. just see. I'll tell you one thing. It's more, right now the engine is hot more than half. A little bit more than half. I'm gonna see if I could get it cooled down by dropping it down some. There's a good, it started to climb. That's me doing it, guys. Okay, the needle stopped climbing for the, you know how hard the car is, and just remaining. It's so hard for me to drop this thing down to 1,000 RPMs. We're slightly below 2,000. I really want to get this thing dropped so it takes over on the idle on its own. At 1, it does not like that. This is at 1. Slightly above 1,000 RPMs I'm idling. I could tell that the needle for showing me how hard how hot the car is, it's you know, it's going back where it's supposed to be. So we have tire pressure sensor codes, which is obvious because of the rims. I'm sure they don't have tire pressure codes. Steering wheel icon is on. ABS light is on. Traction control light is on. Brake light is on. Airbag light is on. So I got a lot of Christmas lights that I need to resolve. So the needle for how hot the car is now in the center. Sorry guys, I really feel tired. My tongue's feeling like tongue twisted, you know. It's hard for me to speak. When I drop it down to less than 1, it just seems to be going down. I'm not sure if I could release it. I'm trying to keep it at 1,000 all on my own. I'm not sure if it could keep the idle. We're slightly below 1,000. I still got my foot on the gas, and I'm just keeping it there. But I could tell it wants to drop and just die. So at this point, I'm not sure what all that is about. But I know one thing, the deflug procedure worked. You guys seen me do it just now. It is running. I mean, what more I can ask for? Now I need to keep it running. I don't want it to die, and I think it's been at least 5 minutes since I had this car started. But I'm not sure because I don't have no timer here or anything. Should I let go and see if it's gonna die? I think it will die if I let go. But guys, the accelerator feels so smooth, like when I'm accelerating. Like it feels very good. That's me doing it, by the way. I'm just kind of playing with it. As I start letting it go, it goes to less than half and it wants to shut down on me. I don't know why it does not want to idle. Is there something else disconnected possibly that I don't know about, or is this just normal? I mean, one thing that I know right now, the belt is off that drives the alternator. I don't think it should affect anything. But hey, the car's running. We are closer than ever. I mean, hopefully it could breathe through the pipe. The engine's warmed up. I wish I could have added some fluid to the radiator. I don't have the ability to do so because I'm afraid that once I let go, it's just not gonna idle anymore. But I do want to kind of like rev it up, see if it can go to 9,000. It went more than 1,000, more than 9,000. Sounds good. It's getting some smoke. I think periodically I'm gonna do that. Yeah, it stinks. Smell of oil. I'm doing that to see if I could blow out the catalytic converter some. And it is warmed up, so there shouldn't be any issues with that. Yeah, one past 9,000, 9,500. I could see why you guys like manuals a lot better. I mean, I do too. They just rev so high, like 9,000, 10,000 RPMs. The automatics can do 7,500, that's about it. Still fun though. Still a really fun daily driver. Still sounds good for the automatics. But I think if you want to have some fun and have all the potential, definitely is nice to have a manual. I mean, it's so nice that it started, guys. I mean, this is going to be a good video. I would like to know many of your opinions now, guys, since it did start, on what to do. But I mean, in the meantime, while things are running, I want to see if I can connect and clear some code. Or at least see if we got any new ones, you know, see if our ignition coils are working, you know, things like that. I'll just keep on idling. I mean, I think if I let go things, it's just gonna die. It might actually die when I try to erase the code. Alright, so it's just showing one code right now, PO336, crankshaft position sensor A circuit range performance. So that is all that I'm seeing. I'm gonna go ahead and delete it. Okay, that code is gone now. The check engine light is gone. So I'm gonna escape. And let's see, I'm gonna go into resetting some stuff. And I got steering wheel angle reset, oil lamp reset, brake reset. Let's see if I can reset steering wheel angle. And I know how to do it, guys, by twisting the steering wheel to the right and stuff. But I'm just gonna try to see if I could have the ability to do this. And if anything's gonna actually work. So here we go, Mazda. I mean, might as well, guys. I mean, I don't want to bore you to death, you know, with just the engine running, me having to do this. But most likely, when you get your car running, maybe this could be some helpful tips for you guys. You know what's going on. So it says switch on ignition. I mean, it's on. Automatic scan, manual select. So I'm just going to do automatic scan. It is scanning, 100% complete. Let me see what it's going to give me. I've never reset the steering wheel angle on the Mazda. Because the steering wheel icon is on. And that is on for many people. It just loaded to 100, that's it. You heard some noise, I think my fans are on. Because my temperature gauge is slightly above center. I'm gonna see if I can decrease the RPMs. It looks like it's just stuck on the 100%. Okay, let's see if I can just let go of the gas. I'm just gonna be ready here. Crank it over once again. Guys, it's holding an idle. It is holding an idle. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. So I'm gonna bring the camera in a little closer, give you guys a good little peek at what's going on. Man, it's holding an idle. I'm so happy. I'm so happy, guys. Woo! Success. Success. Man, I'm so excited. Okay, let me bring you guys in. 17 minutes. So let's take a look at the exhaust. Exhaust speedometer. So you can see my temperature gauge is in the center, oil gauge is a little bit above, fuel is where it should be. No check engine light on, which is good. It's good. So let's see. I'm not gonna add any water right now to the tank. I don't want to really make things worse. But the engine is rotating, which is good. Oh man, this is a good feeling, guys. I'm so glad I was able to get this on video, because I was afraid that I'm gonna disappoint you guys, because I was over here trying to start it without y'all. I mean, you guys been following this project so closely, and I wanted to make sure that you will get to actually enjoy this car running. Woo. I mean, I don't want to shut this thing off, to be honest with you. I don't want to shut it off. It sounds good. I don't know if that's original exhaust, but that muffler, excuse me, is in two pieces. There's the left side and the bottom side to it. Let's check my automatic and see if it's acting a little bit sputtery. Well, let's see. Whew. I'm back here recording this, so you could see my gauge, what's it doing. So I want to make sure I could catch things, before they go bad. If getting a car turned off is bad. I'm wondering how long it could run for. Okay. Well, anyways, guys, I'm so excited now. I think this is time to discuss some other things. I did get kind of like a full exhaust system, but it seems to me that there is no mid pipe here. So I'm gonna have to buy a mid pipe, or just use one that's on my automatic. I might just go ahead and convert it, and maybe if this catalytic converter is good, I might just swap it in to put an automatic. That way I could keep that one stock. And this one, I mean, I could just then put the header on, because I did buy the header, the muffler, and I do have the mid pipe. But if this exhaust system is aftermarket, I might just keep it, because I could see this is like two separate type of compartments for the exhaust system. At least the automatic 2004, it has a single muffler in the back. This is two pieces. So possibly this is an aftermarket one, and it looks good. Like, it looks like a brand name. The one that I end up getting, the muffler, I mean, it looked good, but I mean, I think I spent like $200 or less. I can't remember. It's a stainless steel. I mean, everything looks good about it. Yeah, the idle is it's not that good. I hope it does not mess up. I'll just let this thing idle. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna let this car idle for a while, just to kind of like remember how to idle again. You know, I know it does not need to be idling that much, but you know, at this point, I've spent so much time trying to get this thing started, and I'm speaking like that because I'm thinking, is it about to cut off? And I just don't want this thing to shut off on me. I want this thing to continue working. And obviously, last time it shut off on me, kind of like sputtered out on the first start. Well, I quickly ran and I got the camera, you know, so I could actually record the whole process. I thought I could just simply crank this thing over and that's it, but no. It was still flooded. I needed to deflood it, or at least, you know, I took some precautions and I decided to deflood it. One thing's for sure, I don't want to be giving it 200 amps anymore. Well, guys, I switched over my battery charger to just give it 40 amps because after all, the alternator right now is not charging this Mazda RX8. So it looks like the very next thing I'm gonna need to do is go ahead and buy myself a belt to actually drive the alternator. I will need to see what I could do to get that alternator moving again, because things are not moving. That pulley is locked up. Hopefully I could get it unlocked. I'm gonna record the procedure to that, even though, I mean, I don't know what else you could do to it, because I mean, I sprayed that sucker down, like inside even of the alternator. I sprayed it with PB Blaster, hopefully, you know, to get it unstuck, and that still did not work. And obviously once I got this car started, it just shredded the belt because that pulley is just locked up. I mean, it you know, it happens where these pulleys do get locked up. I just think that in this instance, because it was just sitting for such a long time, that pulley locked up. But anyways, guys, I think for $2,000, me picking this car up is definitely well worth it. Seems like this engine is alive after all. Yes, we had lots of surprises along the way, and looks like we're still faced with a little bit of them. But slowly but surely, we're gonna work all of these surprises out, and hopefully things will work. I will try resetting the steering wheel icon, you know, the procedure that everybody's been using, to where you just turn your key to the ignition, to the on position, turn it to the right all the way, turn it to the left all the way, turn it to the right all the way, turn it to the left all the way, and then, you know, I guess start the car after that, and it should be working. But right now it's hard. It's hard to turn. It's not working. So hopefully I could get it going again. I am not surprised that it's locked up like this, because I could see that the radiator hose that this one has, it's still very short, you know, from the overflow tank, and it leaks right onto the connectors. So there's a good chance this happened before. This is why I also don't really want to add any radiator fluid until I remedy that issue. I'm gonna have to buy a fuel line, or see if I have one lying around, and extend that radiator hose. I do believe I have some fuel line that same size. I'm just gonna extend it because I don't want the overflow tank to overflow onto the radiator itself. Now, one of the other things that I will do is I'm gonna go ahead and take the racing radiator from my automatic, put it into here, and take this radiator and put it into there. But first, I need to find out if this radiator is leaking. If it's leaking, then there's no point, I mean, you know, to do that. But if it's not leaking, then yeah, I do want to go ahead and, you know, put this into my other car. Surprisingly, look, no radiator icon light is on. So, I mean, unless that sensor is not working, we might be full of water. So one thing for sure, it did not like me revving it like I did. It started kind of heating up, So I do believe that, I mean, if the radiator water is full, is it just water or is it fluid? I'm gonna have to definitely look into that next. I'm gonna first top it off just to see like how much fluid we got in there, but I'm not gonna top it off until I extend that overflow tank hose, because I don't want it to leak on the connectors. But of course, I'm gonna get into all those goodies later on, guys, but I'm just so glad that this thing is started now and it's going. So let's just call it a day. Thank you guys so much for watching, for commenting, for helping me with this little project, for giving me all of your tips. So many of you guys have reached out, you know, and thank you so much, Japan the Tuning Channel, for sending me some emails with the proper procedure to deflood this car, along with the videos, stuff like that. You know, thank you so much. It obviously worked. Seemed like this deflooding procedure where you just crank it for 10 seconds and you let go and just go do it again, it really works. Now in the procedure you should be really waiting like 60 seconds between each crank, but you know, I don't want to wait. I just went ahead and just did it. But anyways, guys, here's what I'm gonna leave you with. I'm gonna have to cut this car off anyways, but I think it's been running long enough. But let me leave you with this. Here's what I want to give you. I'm gonna go ahead and shut this car off. Let's see if it starts up again. Well, that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. It did start. It did start. That check engine light is back. Okay, I'm gonna have to let it just idle for a while without really making a video. Just let it idle, you know. Guys, the car just automatically started giving itself more gas. That was not me. Maybe it's learning how to idle after all. It actually was slightly below 1,000, and I was just kind of like trying to read the codes, and it did that. I'm not touching the gas pedal at all. This is all on its own. Good thing I had the phone handy and I could just record this. It wanted to die. So yeah, it literally wants to die right now. That's me just keeping it alive. Okay, I do have two codes. Charging voltage too low. System too lean, bank 1. It might be too lean. But what am I gonna do about that? How is it running too lean? Let me know, guys. I've never seen this before. P0171. I'm gonna try to do a generic scan and see where that takes me. Generic scan detected this. P0171. System too lean, bank 1. So guys, if you know what this is, let me know so we could remedy this. I don't know right now. System too lean, bank 1 again. So let's see. I'm going to just erase this for now. I don't know if that's gonna help anything. I'm gonna just see if I can let go of my gas. Just seems like it wants to die right now. Okay, I don't know what all that is about. I'm just gonna keep an eye on it like this and update you. I wanna look into some other things. Okay guys, I'm just gonna try to let go of the gas, see if it dies again. Okay, I let go. First it was like acting like it's dying, and now it's just staying alive. So I still got some issues to work out, you know, with this car, obviously. guys, now you know a lot more, and we're a lot further along now. So I'm just gonna let this thing idle. I don't know for how long, till maybe it just dies, and then we'll start back tomorrow. But I want to let it idle at least an hour, to be honest with you. Hey guys, I'm just gonna leave you with this. I've been sitting here at least 20 minutes just reviewing some of my footage and everything that I recorded, and the car has been idling. It did not shut off yet. Check engine light has not come back, but it's probably gonna come back on the next shutdown. It's been idling at about 1,000, and sometimes it takes it like almost to like 400 RPMs, and then it wants to die, and then automatically by itself it will kick up, you know, the RPMs all the way to like maybe like 1,200, 1,300, and then try to decrease them. So that's actually what's been going on. Also guys, I think the problem with it running too lean might be having to do with mass airflow sensor, because there is an aftermarket filter installed, and I know he used my method to try to use original box and just kind of like fit the filter inside. But here's one thing he didn't do, and I did. He did not reinstall those wire mesh type of nuts. There's two of them. Both of them need to be installed, and they're needed for the mass airflow sensor to work properly. So this is probably why, maybe. I mean, let me know guys, let me know. I'm just thinking here. I think that's probably a good cause, because it cannot, the mass airflow sensor cannot detect proper airflow, you know. I don't know. And there's other stuff that's going on, like with vacuum lines, which I've showed in a previous video, like at the beginning when I first brought the car. It seems like some vacuum lines are missing, and I heard one of you guys say that somebody added that on, and it really does not make things better, because I know my automatic car does not have some of the little shenanigans with the extra vacuum lines and stuff where the air filter is. So I'm gonna see if I could get rid of that stuff and just make it kind of like my automatic, but I don't know if that stuff is necessary. Let me know guys. Let me just show you real quick what I'm talking about. Alright guys, here's what I'm saying. See how those vacuum lines are not plugged in? So it's all kind of like I plugged this in over there. I kind of figured that's probably where it goes, but I'm really not sure. So I'm not sure where all that stuff's supposed to go. Really not sure. But it's not a huge issue. I mean, that's something I could learn later on. Yeah, this alternator pulley is so locked, I can't do nothing to it. It does not even work. But anyways guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourself, and see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.